Hey there, Jonathan Aaron Soul here, coming to you, co-founder of Heaven in My Body. I just came out of a yoga class, which I never would have gone to if my wife hadn't insisted on me coming to her. I am very grateful. I can sometimes be too much of a workaholic and not spend the time connecting to my own body and other people as it nourishes me. So I'm grateful for that. And I wanted to share with you the power of community in this video, because as I was going through all these difficult poses that I would never do on my own, I would never do something this physically challenging on my own, and knowing that there were 20 people watching me, although of course they're not watching me, they don't care what I'm doing, but knowing that I have this little competitive edge thing happening, it got me through those tough moments, and it reminded me of how we all need community to cheer us on, help us out, and be points of accountability, honestly. And so in this quick video, I wanted to encourage you to get yourself people who will be your action buddies, who will be your inner voice buddies, and they can see you and say, hey, have you done that thing? Have you taken that step? And I know that that can be vulnerable, but if you're not going to let yourself be vulnerable, then you're not going to receive community support. And achieving anything without community support is very, very near impossible, because, well, it's just a fact. We live in community. There's nothing but community. We don't exist without community, is the basic fact of the matter. And that's actually a physiological thing in quantum physics, but I won't go into that right now. It's pretty fascinating, though, how particles don't exist unless they're interacting with each other. And so we as humans don't exist unless we're interacting with each other. We only exist in relationship. And our brains only exist in relationship and community, networks of neurons that are constantly growing and changing with each other. The self is a network, and that's really important. The cells in our body, 50 trillion cells, all living as one community. And so the power of community is not something that can be ignored, and being vulnerable in that community and saying, I need help with this thing that I'm not so good at, and I need points of accountability to get me to do those action steps, that is something that you can't do without. And so I want to encourage you that if you have somebody and if you have something you want to do, go to that person and ask them to be your enforcer. Be your enforcer. Give them permission to be your enforcer, to send you text messages in the middle of the night, to knock on your door and come and find you if you're not responding to their messages, and hound you until you get that motivation, you find that determination to do what it is that you're determined to create in the world, or just to get a simple practice going, if that's all you're after. And if you don't have somebody, well, the Facebook group that we have, the Heaven in My Body Facebook group, is built entirely of people just like you who want that for themselves. I encourage you to take a leap and post something on that group and say, hey, I want a point of accountability. Is somebody out there willing to be that point for me? Or I'm trying to achieve this or that, the other, and there's got to be people out there who can support you. So I want to encourage you to do that if it's a need for you and you don't have somebody around you in your physical world who will understand and support you. Okay, thank you so much. Just reiterating the importance of community and taking steps to get points of accountability to nourish you. Those points of accountability nourish you in your steps towards your goals. And remember, as my yoga teacher said today, reward the effort, not the outcome. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.